Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. And very good morning to everybody. So this is the recording for our first lecture, Public Speaking, AAD 3193. And the lectures are going to be delivered to two groups, okay, under my supervision, which is KAA1, group KAA1 and KAA2. So this subject will be taught insyaAllah in semester 1, session 2020 to 2021. So let us look into the next slide. Okay, so the online lecture, the schedule for online lecture will be for KAA1 every Tuesdays, okay, 2 to 5 p.m. And then for KA2 every Thursday, 2 to 5 p.m. as well. So, I will be your lecturer. Okay, my name is Dr. Khairunizam bin Muhammad Noor. And this is my academic background. And let us look into the course description. So, Public Speaking AAD 3193. The subject offers you the exposure in public speaking through supportive lecture and tutorial settings. The course is designed in providing both theoretical and also practical aspects of public speaking to produce competent speakers and communicators. Students observe, deliver, and assess a large number of speeches and presentations throughout the semester. So it means that I'm giving you the freedom of browsing any videos through YouTube, Facebook, and so on people, on persons, on a particular person who you think that has the capability of delivering his public lecture, his public speeches and so on, and you do your own analysis on the differences and similarities so that you can come out with one resolution on how to be a good public speaker. So as a result, you gain essential public speaking skills and valuable insights to be a competent and confident speaker. You need to know that to be a da'i, to be a good da'i, you must have this very important and practical skill, which is public speaking. How can you spread da'i without having this kind of public speaking skill? Alright, the learning objectives among others are, number 1, to provide and familiarize students with the ability to speak effectively at various levels in a public setting. Number 2, to expose you with constructive speech preparations and effective speech delivery. How can you deliver your speech without preparation? So, this subject will help you, will assist you in exposing how you want to construct your speech, how you want to do your your preparation before your speech presentation and so on. Number 3, to assist and encourage students in implementing a sound public speaking skills at their workplaces in the future. Next, to use public speaking skills in spreading dakwah and Islamic essences in multiple businesses. Okay, let us look into the takwim for this particular semester. The schedule for your semester is been divided into two strands or two phases. The first phase is your lectures for 7 weeks. For the first 7 weeks, starting from 19 October until 6 December. And then you will have your midterm break between 7 to 13 December. And then you will start with the next phase or the next strand of your lectures between 14 December to 31st January. So altogether will be 14 solid lectures, okay? And then you need to bear in mind that your lecturing systems for this particular semester is quite different with the previous semesters, whereby there will be no specific tutorial classes. The tutorial classes been combined in a lecture, so you will have a 3 hours lecture. But don't worry, your lecture will be delivered maybe between 1.5 hours to 2 hours. And then the other 1 hour, you can use it for your group discussion, for your assessment, okay, for your literature findings and so on. We will discuss about this later. And then your final exam is scheduled between 8 to 28 February. But I want to tell you that for this particular subject, you will not have any final examination. The final examination will be replaced, insyaAllah, with several assignments. Okay, with several assignments. So it means that you don't need to perah kepala otak tu untuk duduk dalam final exam hall. No, but you need to perah kepala otak tu, use your minds, use your skills, okay, to produce something in a replacement assignments. Alright, the main textbook will be Lucas textbook, okay, The Art of Public Speaking. Okay, I have shared the link of this particular textbook with you. So bear in mind that everything related to assessment, related to assignment, discussion in the lectures and so on will be based on Stephen E. Lucas' book. But somehow rather, the other references will be a supplemental ones. It means that you also need to refer to any other references, any other sources to help you to understand more about a particular topic that we discuss from week to week. Alright, next. Course topics and schedule. If we look into the topics, okay, all of the topics are based on the chapters that we have in Lucas textbook. If you browse Lucas textbook later, you will find that each of the topics in Lucas book will be the topics in our lectures. Some of the topics will be combined together. Some of the topics in Lucas book will be left out, okay, because of the unimportant things. But mainly, the topics that I arranged for this particular subject will be based on Lucas textbook, The Art of Public Speaking. So from week number 1 to week number 7, we will have 5 topics, okay. But in Lucas textbooks, there will be maybe 6 chapters, okay. And then after your midterm break, you will have your gathering materials, followed by the other topics until week number 14, okay. Now, we move on to course evaluation. I hope that you can focus on my explanation on course evaluation. So, as what I mentioned to you just now, there will be no final examination. The previous format of assessing you for this particular subject were 60 to 40. Okay? The systems are 60 to 40. So, 60 for continuous assessment, and 40 for your final examination. But because of COVID-19 and so on, so we need to work from home. So I think that I need to replace your final examination to be in 2 online tests. Let us look one by one. Okay, number 1, you need to have your group professional project. The percentage for the marks for group professional project is 15. And then related to the group professional project, there will be group presentation. So you need to produce a video based on group, okay, which explains the group professional project, and the marks will be 15 as well. Then you will have a midterm test. Midterm test will be conducted online, and the marks will be 20. And then you will have your 2 pop quizzes, and each pop quizzes will be 5 marks. I'm going to have these pop quizzes maybe through Kahoot, or maybe through Google Forms, or maybe through WhatsApp. Okay, we will look into this later. Okay, but I have prepared it nicely for you. Okay, so that the pop quiz can be done anytime. Okay, because it is pop. Okay. So each of the pop quizzes will be 5 marks. 5 marks, the allocation. And then the replacement for your final examination will be 2 online tests. And each test is as equal as midterm test. 20 marks each. So I will have it in maybe Google Form. Okay, maybe in goals and so on. So please alert with any announcement will be made later. So total of the assessment is 100%. 15 plus 15 plus 20 plus 10 plus 40. So it equals to 100 marks. So this is the group project professional requirements. Okay, I do believe that last semester you have done your Islamic Work Ethics assignment with me or with maybe other lecturer. So the requirement is like this. So I hope that you can read this particular slide. I have supplied it to you beforehand. Okay, so read it carefully, read it nicely. So make sure that your front cover for your group professional project consists of those things lah. Title, lecturer's name, group number. Group name is not needed because group number is your group name lah. And then your member's full name and student's ID. Please arrange the names in the front page based on student's ID or student's metric lah. So it will be easy for me to give you marks. Okay. Must be written in English, around 10 pages. Right. No auto-date system. Auto-date system, APA system. No footnote. And others. So format of writing is very important. You are in your 3rd year of study now. So I do believe that you understood how an assignment need to be written. So you need to follow the format of USIM lah. How to find the format of writing, academic writing based on USIM's format. Just type in Google USIM's academic writing format. InsyaAllah you will find it. Okay. Alright, now let us move to rubric. Okay. Apa itu rubric? Rubric ni dia marking scheme lah. Marking scheme. So I just take some of the assessment up there. Okay, so this is the rubric for the assessment of group professional project. Okay, for group professional project, your marks will be 15. Okay, your marks will be 15. So the marking system or marking scheme will be based on the format, contents, creativity, and also references. So if you can provide me in your group assignment all these elements nicely, equally, insyaAllah you will get full marks. Okay. Somehow or other, some of you or most of you, you like to have a cut and paste assignment. So cut and paste assignment, maybe you can score in B, contents. You can get 5 marks easily. But when we talk about creativity and critical ideas, the sentences which are based on your own assessment, your own ideas, arguments, the elaboration, the nakli evidences and so on, will carry 6 marks, and it is the biggest proportion of marks, okay, for your group professional project. So take a good care of how you want to look into the literature that you got from any other sources, books, journal articles and so on, and how you want to combine it with your own idea, your own critical ideas, okay, evaluation and so on. Then you can gain better and better marks lah. That's why I put 6 for creativity and critics. So altogether 15. Next is the rubric for group presentation. There you go. I'm putting 5 elements there for your group presentation. Format, for sure, you need to have introduction and conclusion, contents, and then creativity and tool or apps that you use for your assignment, for your presentation assignment lah. And then your teamwork is so important. I want to look into the flow that you have from presenter number 1 to presenter number 6, for instance. So make sure that teamwork is there. Okay, I will divide you into maybe 5 or 6 groups, consist of maybe 6 to 7 of you in a group. So make sure that you stay apart from each other. Okay, some of you in Sabah, some of you in Sarawak, in Perlis, in Johor, but it is not a reason that you cannot show your teamwork by showing the continuity, quality video, and so on. And then you need to show your public speaking skills. What for? Learning this subject if you cannot transform what you have learned into the skills in front of the video, in front of the camera. So the marks will be 2, 4, 3, 3, 3. So altogether is 15 full marks. Okay. Ini pun penting So be well prepared. Jangan kata saya tak bagi tahu. Okay. So for your online quizzes, for your midterm test and online test, these are the informations that you need to know. Number 1 and number 2, the quizzes. Okay. So quiz number 1, chapters covered will be chapters in week number 1 and number 2. You need to expect that the quiz will be handled, will be delivered in week 3 through goals. I will have this through goals. And then quiz number 2, chapters covered week 3 and 4. So the date will be in week 5. And then midterm test, the chapters covered will be week number 5, week number 6, and week number 7's lectures. And it will be conducted after midterm break, which is week 8. Ingat first phase of your semester will be week 1 to week 7. You have one solid week of break, and then after the break you will sit for your midterm test, okay, iaitu minggu ke-8. And then for online test 1 and online test 2, these are the replacement for your final exam. Tadi tu quiz and midterm test. Yang ini adalah online test. It is like a chunking way of the chunking questions of final exam lah sebenarnya, but we have it in 2 tests, okay, through goals as well. So I hope that you can be prepared. Okay, online test 1 will be scheduled in week 12. Online test 2 will be scheduled in week 14. So take a good care of all these dates and chapters covered. You may want to start your revision or your reading from now. You got the book already. So please be well prepared. Okay. So all this assessment will be done through goals. Okay. Will be done through goals. Alright. So these are some of the references apart from Lucas. You can have your BB and BB book. Okay, it can be found in the internet as well. Verbal, Selnow and Verbal. Okay, the challenges of effective speaking. Even Verbal, Selnow and Verbal has another book named Speak. So you can find the book, and it is actually a good book as well, as compared to Lucas, The Art of Public Speaking book. And then there are a lot of other public speaking book in Malay language and so on. Like Professor Datuk Dr. Zulkifli Abdul Ghani, okay, his book on Islam, Komunikasi and Teknologi Maklumat dan Teknologi Maklumat. So please find your own references as a supplemental for Lucas as your textbook lah. Okay, so this is normal. I need to remind you that there are several things that you need to remember. Number 1, let us learn for the sake of Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Okay, betulkan niat kita. Make sure that we want to get the utmost one, iaitu we want to get mardatillah, keredaan Allah. Number 2, take a good care of your attendance. Every single week, I will provide you a form. That form can be your attendance list or attendance evidence, and at the same time, it can be your maybe marks for activity or marks for your quiz and so on. So take a good care of your attendance. Make sure you tick your attendance, you answer your questions in the form, Microsoft Forms nicely, so that you can get 80% at least of your attendance. And then please differentiate between adab and biadab. Okay, I'm still your lecturer. Kita boleh hua-hua, jangan risau. Okay, but I'm still your lecturer. And do the same with any other lecturers. And then ingat, biar dia lambat, jangan aku lambat. So it means that if you are having your online lecture with me, make sure you enter the class beforehand or get ready. So when I start my Microsoft Teams live session, you are already there in the session. Okay, so take a good care of that. And number 5, the most important one, which is please enjoy the subject, because I do believe that if you enjoy the subject, enjoy the lectures, inshallah, you will gain more than what you expected. Alright, so I hope that you understand whatever I had shared with you in this particular slides. Okay, and then if you have any problems or any inquiries, do contact me through my phone number or through my Facebook, okay, KM Noor, and also through my email, nizam@usim.edu.my. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, okay, I have arranged you in several groups. Okay, KA1, I have arranged you in several groups. So this group will be your assignment group. Please work with your group members nicely. Create WhatsApp group, okay, and then do your discussion or whatsoever to finish up your group assignment, your group video in your designated group. Okay, I have assigned the number of each of you with the group. Okay, there will be around 5 to 6 groups, okay, in your KAA1. Alright, so without any further, I think I want to end up our first lecture in the first week of the semester, and inshallah, may Allah guide all of us so that we can go through this semester nicely, successfully, and then at the end of the day, we will get the blessing from Allahu Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. I hope that you can keep up your motivation, you can keep up your spirit, okay, so that you are ready all the time, okay, no matter if there are a lot of challenges, okay, maybe data of the internet is not sufficient, it is hard for you to focus on your study while you are at home, or you are having your job, okay, because you want to earn extra money, okay, for the sake of studying. Let us pray to Allah that Allah will guide us all, insyaAllah. Ingat nak dapat A dalam subjek ni adalah matlamat yang mulia, but above all, the most important objective is to get the blessing from Allahu Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Sekian, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. And I hope that you can refer to me later if you have anything related to this particular subject. Public Speaking AAD 3193. Wallahu alam bissawab. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.